welcome you to Grow, Optimize, and Succeed, your daily landscaping tips, where we take 5 to 10 minutes just to talk about a topic to help you grow and optimize your business for success. Today's topic, I want to talk about understanding labor burden, and it's the hidden cost of hiring every employee. So, a lot of landscapers think that an employee costs whatever their hourly wage is, but that's only part of the picture. Today, we're going to talk about labor burden. That's the hidden costs that eat into your profits if you're not accounting for them. So, what is labor burden? It's everything you pay beyond an employee's hourly wage. So, for the example that we're going to use today, we're going to suppose that we're paying an employee $25 an hour for their work. Okay. So, if you're paying them $25 an hour, their real cost to you is much higher. It's much higher. And if you've never really dug into this, I think that you'll be surprised. Um, so, what types of burden are there? Well, there's their taxes and insurance. Okay. Are you aware? Maybe you are, maybe you're not, that if you have an employee and you're paying them $25 an hour, they're taking out Social Security and Medicare is coming out of their wages, but you're also paying that same amount on top of what you pay them. Okay. So that percentage needs to be added on top of there. In addition, something that the employee never sees is the employer's portion, their responsibility towards unemployment. And that's typically paid to your state, and then a small amount of that paid to the federal government. Now, we could have a whole other topic on unemployment insurance because most states have a cap. Once your employee hits a certain number of dollars that they've received for the year, you don't have to pay any more unemployment for that year. And why I say we could talk about a topic is if you've got a lot of churn and turnover in your business, you're never going to hit that cap. So if you can set your business up where you're not losing employees all the time, you can hit that cap and then actually be able to save some money for the rest of the year. But that's a hidden cost that most employees don't know about, and there's a lot of employers that don't know about it also. So you want to have an understanding of that. Your work comp insurance is actually should be broken into two separate sections. Your insurance is going to have a base rate that you are paying, and that should be in the overhead, right? That's the cost just to have the insurance. But then each employee gets charged. In the landscaping industry, typically I've seen around $3 for every $100 that that person is earning. Okay, so that's 3% is what it comes to, and that needs to be added on to their wage. So those are your taxes and insurance that are being added in there. But how about benefits and paid time off? Let's say that you're a really great employer and you like to give people 2 weeks vacation paid time off. So really, you're not giving that to the employee. They should be covering that. Okay, that should be covered by what they earn. And I'm going to go through quickly here in just a moment exactly what this all would work out to. But other costs that they need to cover are their uniforms, gear that's specific to them, tools that they may have. Um, all those things must be added into the labor burden because they need to cover it. Also, they need to be, what that means is that they need to be earning it. So I want to give an example on our $25 an hour employee. You would figure with the insurance and the taxes and the unemployment that I was talking about is around 15%, could be a little higher, could be a little lower, that's going to be added to their pay. So 15% of that $25 an hour means that they're responsible for $28.75. But now you're going to give them 2 weeks vacation. Well, that 2 weeks vacation needs to be paid out of every hour that they're working in production. Okay, you can have an employee come in and they're working 40 hours a week, but say only 30 of those hours are on the job actually earning money. That's production hours, that 30 hours. Okay, so the 2 weeks vacation that they're doing, you need to cover their base rate, $25, plus you need to pay that 15% that is on top of that for the insurance and taxes and everything. So they need to have $28.75 an hour set aside for 80 hours. That's 2 weeks vacation for a total of $2,300. So what you do is you divide that by the number of weeks that your season is. Let's say that you work 6 months, that's 26 weeks. You divide that 2,300 by the 26 weeks, and then let's say that you're really efficient and, but not perfectly efficient. You're getting 30 production hours a week, okay? You could do better, but you're at 30. We're just going to do that. Now you take that figure that you got after dividing the production weeks and you divide the production hours by 30, and what you come out to is $2.95 an hour that they have to also cover when they're in production. So you add that $2.95 to the $28.75 that we came up with, and you've got $31.70. But it doesn't end there, right? Because there's 10 hours each week that they're not actually earning money for the business, but they still need to be paid. So they need to cover that during the 30 hours that they're working. So 10 hours at $28.75, okay, which is their hourly rate plus the insurance and taxes and stuff, brings it to $287.50 in a week that they've got to cover. Divided by the 30 production hours, it comes to an additional $9.58 each hour that they're in production that they need to cover. So what does that mean? Okay, that means that it's your total wage is $41.28. So that's far higher than the 25. So you take your hourly overhead that you've got to cover per employee, you take your new labor burden that you just figured out, the 41.28, you add those together, and then you add in the margin of profit that you want, and that's what you need to be setting your rates at. So I want to encourage you to look into the labor burden as you're getting ready to hire people and make sure that you're accurately pricing your job to cover everything that those people are going to need to cover so that you're not taking money out of your pocket, or worse, not making a profit. Okay, for more information, you can see that I've got free resource group that you're welcome to join. It's on Facebook. You can find that in the bio section. And if you are in need of assistance or to talk through a problem, I do offer a free 30-minute consult for a couple of people each week, and you're welcome to book an appointment, and I will sit down and talk with you about that. Okay, thank you very much, and have a good day.